So, welcome to my channel. I have literally filmed this video I don't know how many times because it's so weird talking about something that, you really know so little about, but has impacted your life so much in the past week. So usually when I make videos, I feel like I know what I'm going to talk about, and with this, my mind gets kind of scrambled. So if I kind of go off on tangents, understand it's just because there's so many different thoughts going on in my mind. So, coronavirus, it sucks. It's really, really screwed up business for all of us, especially in the window cleaning industry. I'm sure it's affecting so many other industries, and we know it is. But, God, it sucks. I want to put this video up to discuss it a little bit. I feel like I couldn't move on and make other videos unless I did make something kind of discussing what we've done in his business. I'm not here to teach you a whole lot about coronavirus. I'm not here to beat a dead horse as far as to tell you what the media is telling you. And also, I would love to hear just from what's going on with you guys and what you're doing. And, just what's going on in your area. Is work flowing in? Are you stopped with work? Are you on lockdown? Are you on quarantine? What's going on? I'd love to just for the discussion to open pretty much in the comments. So, for us at 2020, what we decided to do was shut down for a couple weeks. We decided to do that after last Tuesday of work. And we have just decided to do that because for our company, we feel like being and staying at home is more important right now than working. Totally understand if you are a company right now that is able to work, even with maybe the worst conditions possible. It's great. I think that's awesome. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think everybody with this situation, because it's so uncharted, you make the decision that's best for you and go with it. That's all you can do. We've had about, 5 cancellations of accounts that were regular accounts. All of them, though, did say, hey, this is a temporary cancellation, which was nice to hear, but you never know. You never know what this is going to turn into. This is definitely going to have a good impact on the economy, and that always trickles down to window cleaning, because window cleaning is a luxury. I think places like restaurants, places like that have a lot of people in and out, I think they need window cleaning, but some restaurants, as we know, they don't even do it. So, there's definitely going to be our good customers that come back. I think residential will do fine. I think, though, there will be people that for 3 to 6 months will just be freaked out about you coming in the home, no matter what. I think that's something we'll deal with here in Colorado quite a bit. That will be definitely something weird. So that's going to be a weird thing to come in contact with, is that whole dilemma. But really, any exterior services is pretty good. And talking with a lot of window cleaners around the nation right now, I haven't talked to a lot, in Europe or Australia. It seems like Australia, talking to Aaron a little bit, kind of got, on lockdown today. Europe, obviously it looks bad, especially with Italy. Haven't really talked to anybody over here. But in America, it seems like commercial accounts have definitely dropped with anybody and everybody. And then if you're on lockdown, you're on lockdown. Some places even have fines if you're caught out not doing essential things. So, it just kind of depends right now where you live and what can be done. Like right now, we could not do really any restaurants as far as the inside. Can't do gyms. We can't do movie theaters. Can't do basically any place where there'll be a group of 10 or more. So that really limits you. I went to the bank the other day, huge bank. You weren't allowed in without an appointment. And so you had to I was in the van, so I couldn't even drive through the teller. So I just walked through the teller to, put my check in the bank. But yeah, work-wise, we're just going to just kind of see what happens over time, kind of just roll with it and just see what goes on, really. So if you have any questions about kind of what we're doing with work, please ask me below if I've missed something here. But I just don't want to drag this on too long. For Alex and I, it's been just absolutely insane since this whole thing began. The Friday before this past week, basically, we learned that a family member was not doing well at all. So she had to leave immediately last Friday night and do a red-eye flight with her aunt to see this family member. And the family member passed away on Saturday morning. And it was just really hard. Not only that going on, but we were kind of aware that was possible. So that wasn't a huge surprise, but it always sucks. So from there, you know, she was gone in Florida. It seemed like Florida, talking to her, it wasn't being taken as serious down there, while back here it was getting kind of crazy pretty quick. So she was gone for most of the week. She just got back, so it's nice to have her back. But for me, I think the day that kind of freaked me out was this past Wednesday. And the reason of that was because that was the day when they announced kind of all the restaurants are shutting down, all that stuff shutting down. Because at first, I think when Jim and I were talking about it, we were just saying, you know, what should we do? Like, you know, what should we do about this? And then it was like, okay, well, the state just answered it for us. We can't clean most of our restaurants anymore. These people aren't going to want to pay for this. So, yeah, so that answers it for us. But that was the day that really freaked me out. And I finally was like, okay, it's time to go to the store. It's time to get some stuff. There's no toilet paper left. We still have some, which is great. But that was the first day for me where I just knew, like, okay, it is time to stock up on stuff. I didn't want to get too crazy. Luckily, I shot an elk this year, so I got like 100 pounds of elk meat. So that's super nice. So I don't got to worry about that at all. And then, but I went to the store and just got a lot of crap food. And I just went to Walgreens and bought tons of crap food. It's really, really bad. So, you know, if anything, I'm probably going to get really fat over this next month of not doing anything, because the gym's closed, jiu-jitsu school is closed. So it just kind of stinks, you know. So we'll just deal with it as we deal with it. You know, Alex works at Children's Hospital, so it's going to be interesting to see what kind of happens there too. Resources for you guys if you're struggling, okay? If you guys need anything, feel free to reach out to me. If you just want to talk about this, feel free to reach out to me. I'll have a lot of time in my hands for a while here. And but Window Cleaning Resource, for anything you order through there, $49 or up, there's free shipping. They've been really great with now. Chris shared his book, and that's a really helpful thing. You can find that on WCR's website. It's all about basically his business and how he grew and a lot of things he's learned over time. I hadn't read it, and I downloaded it the other day and started reading it, and it was awesome. It was really, really great. I don't like reading books. So what else? They made their WCRA program free, and that's a huge help. You can get a bunch of help on there, just anything and everything. So I suggest, you know, always go to the website. So on the far right tab, there's more about like Window Cleaning Resource and why you should choose them. In there, you find a lot of that stuff. If you need like payments, you need to like pay for something in payments, there's Sizzle, where you can do, I think it's 4 equal payments over a certain time, and I think it's over like 6 weeks or something like that. Might be 4 3 payments, so don't quote me on that, but check it out. That's a great way to pay for things. And there's also financing available. So if you need to get some tools and you're in a pinch, you can do financing as well. So you can apply online with that as well. So there's some resources to maybe help you out in this time. WCR also was doing something where they were giving away a dozen rubber if you really, really, really needed it. I'm not sure by the time I post this that is still going on, but they were trying to help out as much as possible, which is really awesome. But, you know, what I would encourage you to do is do what you got to do, I guess. You know, don't take that in a crazy way, but do what you got to do. And this is going to be an odd time. I'm going to get back to some regular kind of videos here next week. You know, we'll see. It's going to be rough once everything gets started up, because you know, we're all going to feel the need to really push it hard and get a lot of work done to play catch up, because this is a lot of money missed out on. And this is why having somebody like Jim be a mentor and be in this business for so long is so nice to have, because without him, I think I would be really flustered right now. But, you know, he went through the recession. I went through the recession, but I was in college. I don't, you know, for me, I just really pay attention. I was in college, like, it's a crazy time of my life. So, you know, people who've been through that, those are good people to talk to about kind of what to do, what they do during that. Sorry, my camera keeps shutting off because it's getting hot. So I'll end this quickly. But, yeah, if you need people to talk to some of the people that went through the recession. I think that's a good resource, and that's our peers. And, you know, that was crazy. And I don't think this will be nearly as bad. And I think it will surge a lot quicker than what happened then. So, that's a good resource to look at when having this. So it's nice to have somebody who's been through situations like this and to kind of be able to look to them for answers. So that's really, really nice. So anyways, if you have anything you want to talk about concerning this or anything else, please comment below or feel free to contact me. And yeah, and just stay safe out there. Do the best you can. And we'll get it back. And we'll do this all together. I know it's so cliche because everyone's saying it, but it will all come back. It'll be a long road, but it will all come back and we'll get it.